Oh, there we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Love that track. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been having a good, had a good weekend. Getting ready for a solid week. Let's see what we can do today. We're gonna make some blueprints. Don't really have a plan. Hey, what's up, Don? Welcome, welcome. I gotta ask, what country are we in today? Where are we at now? I love getting the updates. I'm our international traveler. I am reminded that I now have infinite zoop, so I should get these upgrades going. Let's see where we can get and kind of make this do a little more work for us now. But yeah, we're gonna come up with some pretty, I think, kind of simple blueprints right now. I was thinking about it, and we got those. I remembered that I previously said I wanted to make blueprints that like ran alongside roads, and then last stream I said I wanted to make floating ones. So we kind of have little conflicting design plans. Still chilling in the Netherlands? Nice. That's fair, I guess. You are getting pretty close to the destination, right? Good. Well, that's good, man. Enjoy it. I hope you guys are having a nice time. Netherlands is sick. Very cool. But yeah, so I don't really know which way we want to go yet. We don't have roads. Here we go. We're doing good now. We're gonna hit a point that needs like batteries, and that's kind of usually where I stop. But yeah, you guys doing anything fun in the Netherlands? Going to see any cool stuff? I don't know if we have frames. We have 29. I would rather keep those, I think, in the current moment. So we're gonna do that. But that's a lot of zooping that we can now do. Yeah, I can get real crazy. Bigger than I can handle. Good. So, all good. Other stream as well? Hell yeah. Love to hear it. I'm doing alright, you know? Things have been manageable, I guess, you know? Mom's doing well. She's kind of getting a little more independent day by day, which is great. Hey, Goofy, what's up? Welcome, man. And yeah, you know, getting to sleep through the night, which is huge. Feels nice to get a full night's sleep. And yeah, you know, otherwise she's just doing good. She's doing well, which is nice for me to see, right? You know. So thank you for asking. So what I think, I was kind of like curious about using that design as like a railway bridge sort of thing. If I do this, it's gonna like break the design, I think. So I don't think I would have to like rebuild it at whatever height we actually want to be at. But like that core portion there is kind of neat, and I like that it ties into the factories. So that was an idea that I had. We could also, of course, just totally start fresh and try and come up with something cool. Yeah, we have infinite nudge now, so we can do a couple of different things that we wouldn't have normally been able to do. I'm sort of leaning, I don't know. So this initial line is going to be a monorail. So there is some benefit, you know, to kind of just building it as a monorail. Insane timing. Let's go. What's up, Jade? How we doing tonight? Or today? I guess it's afternoon still. Welcome. And that would be a lot less work, right? Because we have to go from here out, pick up stuff, come back, do a whole bunch of like back and forth, which is why we're making the train in the first place. So Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn. I think a monorail makes the most sense. I just worry that we might need more than one train. I think we would. That'd be kind of crazy. But we're gonna see. Hell yeah. Nice. Love good personal health and staying fit. Gotta love it. Respect, respect. Now it's rest time, right? Now we get to chill. Alright, so... Oh, nice, Goofy. Heck yeah. Let's toy with the idea for a minute of just dropping something on our existing blueprints. So just so I have a reference point here, we want to put down a belt highway, and I want to have one that's got the hypertubes, so I don't really care where we go here. What's our spacing? Okay, so we're a foundational part, which means we kind of have that portion there in the middle. So the only thing is then with the hypertube, we would be clipping through the rail, which I don't personally care for. And then the other option becomes like putting something else kind of on each edge, and then you run through the middle, which is cool. And that's kind of what we were looking towards doing at the end of last stream. I was like messing with an idea with that. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, and that was the other thing, Don, which I said too. I was like, then I can't put anything else on top. But yeah. Yeah. Hey, Oliver, welcome, welcome. How we doing today, man? Yeah, so that's kind of where I was like, well, then maybe we just go floating, because then floating is kind of a little more independent. We could tie it in a lot easier to other stuff because it's just floating. Oliver with the freaking huge shout out. Yes. If you haven't left a like, leave a like. Get the stream off to a good start. It helps out a bunch. And of course, if you aren't subscribed, help a guy out. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any future stuff. And yeah, that's kind of where the floating design took kind of interest. So I don't know. There's like no wrong answer, right? We don't have to stick to whatever we do here forever. It's a long playthrough. Well, I'll have to do a thing, Goofy. I'll just call you Goof, which isn't a bad nickname. But yeah, I could do like a mod, how to download mods and stuff. I should make a video like that. That'd be easy. Get you squared away with those. So let's entertain the idea of a floating blueprint train design. We'll keep it as a monorail. It'll be pretty basic. Cheap, right? We want it to be cheap. So I'm gonna take this guy. Oh yeah, I can't do that. Okay. So I just need like a template. All right, so I really like this stuff right here. I think that's kind of interesting, and obviously that's our rhombus, diamond, whatever shape that we've been rocking. This is floating. It doesn't really matter what height we go. We just have to build everything at that height, and then it'll snap together a lot nicer. Let's go from the middle. Let's go up 3. And let's think. So there's a couple of options. I like leaving space in the middle, like a foundation's worth. I feel it makes doing turns easier. I feel it makes signaling easier. Intersections are a lot easier. But it's kind of big. And doesn't really work well with that. So I think we're going to do something more compact. Again, this is an initial design, so it's not perfect. And let's throw in, to start, our railways and get this part figured out. What's the shortest I could do? 1.5. Okay. So if I went, that's the middle. So I want to go like 3/4. Let me see here. Is the ceiling designed 2 foundations wide? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Let's see. Because I think the whole thing is 4, right? Yeah. It's a good thing to check, honestly. But yeah, so that's that. Because then what I'm thinking... Let's see. We take that, we do the same thing on the other side, right? And this is just to keep it, well, A, to give it something to auto-connect to, and then also to try and minimize the, like, little weird hump sections that you get. Hopefully this will help with that, because it won't be so long. And then let's start toying around. So... because it's 1 foundation wide that way, I think. Yeah. Yeah, basically. So, let's see. We're gonna go here. Cross. I don't know if we're gonna double up on these. I don't think we are. There and there, and then cross. Cross. We're gonna figure out what we're doing on the edges. We're gonna come up with some kind of floating something or other. Oh, you're good, Goofy. No sweat, bro. Good luck on your test. And yeah, dude, study up. Study up. You're good. Just the uploads will be there, you know? You can always come back to them. So don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Gandamir, welcome, welcome. How we been, man? How's life? Alright, let's see. How do we like that? Something about that feels different to me, but I think it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same. It's just not as, like, beefed up, you know? Nice. Heck yeah. Have fun. That's all. I love everybody starting up the modifiers and stuff. That's great. It's so good to hear. Let's see. So if we add a little... something like that. Something like that. And then, oh, wait, okay, hold on. You're work with me. Nice. Are you doing any other modifiers or just the 10x and pure nodes? I really want to do a run with like everything set as low as possible and see how fast I can beat the game. I think that'd be very fun. Just those two. Nice. Nice. how did we do this again? It's like this, right? Definitely, is that it? No. Thought about random nodes. My brain is set where things are already. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It is fun though, I will say. I'm having a good time with random nodes. I feel like there should be a way. Wait, what if I do? No. Yeah, random nodes are fun. I already forget how I do this. Isn't it like that? Nope. Like we put that in the middle, right? I know I'm doing it. And then, because I want it to line up nicely. Spending way too much time. I don't think the little nug gets nudged. Build the nudge, then nudge your beam. Build the... Do that. And don't nudge this though? Wait, you gotta nudge that though, right? Where's Roy when you need him? It's not that though, no. I know I'm not understanding this right. Whatever. You know, it's not that part's not important. Okay. Humor me. What would these look like? That looks fine. Let's do that. I like this. I don't want to get too hung up on like trying to make that part look perfect. I just want something that kind of looks like a truss, and that kind of looks like a truss. Deep connectors for the win. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna leave a gap. I'm sure I could probably just nudge this beam. Yeah, it was quite intense with the last ones. Yeah, I know. I got like PTSD from that. I'm like, I don't want to go through that again. I don't got the time for that today. We could do... something like that's not too bad, in my opinion. And then... okay, so I went down 3, I went over to there. And these will be available, so y'all can use these if you want. Once I get them working. Okay, so something like that is kind of cool. And then... could do... How much steel are we up to right now? 51? That's not too bad. Okay. I kind of like it, right? It's like pretty simple. But that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be simple. Now we gotta make it float, which is the fun part. So... Let's think. How would we do that? I feel like this would be going across. And then I think we could do not those. Well, no. Maybe? Yeah, let's try that. Alright, so we gotta come up with a floaty sort of something. I usually use this because it works pretty well. And then we want to do purple, maybe? I don't think I have my purple saved, do I? Purple would be kind of sick. Yeah. When blueprinting this, it will have gaps as it comes down, back up, then down, etc. Yeah, there'll be gaps in between the supports. These are just going to be like floating portions. It's not meant to be like fully connected. Okay, finally that color preset saved. That's nice. And then let's see, we would do. Let's just set the whole thing purple and see what it looks like. And then glossy and like 2. Maybe no back. Meant for the girders. I'll have to take a look. I don't know. I don't understand what you mean there. It's not too bad. You mean like this stuff? Like on the side? That. Yeah, that's where it won't connect. So we'll auto connect the rails, but these will just kind of be floating. You'll see, I'll do a demo in a moment here. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. That won't be an issue for us. So we're gonna take these ones out because that's a little bit too purpley. And then we go down to maybe like some small ones. These are our futuristic thrusters. And actually I wanna set up the colors first. So we'll go here. No background. We could do. Oh no, that doesn't work. Never mind, we'll do that. And then we do 2 glossy. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I did come up with a different blue last time we used that I thought looked pretty nice. Yeah, we'll throw a few down and see how we feel. I kind of feel like we need something in the bottom. Maybe just another beam. Nah, it's like way too much going on there. That's not too bad. Is there a way I can kind of beef up that bottom portion? Maybe one of you. Sure. If that doesn't actually clip, that would look kind of nice, I think. I think that's fine. Yes, no, maybe so. Kind of cool, kind of not. We'll feel it out. Let's see. Here. Wait, are these at like totally different heights? Because I feel like they are. No, we're good. Okay. Maybe we do that like that. Ooh, yeah. How are we at now? Yeah, we're getting there. Okay. Getting a little expensive on steel, but that's okay. Okay. Let's try it out. So floating. Nope. Floating railway. Mars 1? Sure. Alright. And let's see. So we got one here. Looks cool, looks great. Auto connect. Oh, now that I have infinite nudge, I could do like huge nudges too. Obviously, it would be higher than this. Then we could go like up. So it's kind of got that like float appearance to it. I don't hate it. Oh yeah, get those mods going. Whoops. And then again, we could do something out here. We could go back up for whatever reason. And now these aren't tethered in by like height restrictions, right? So we could send them up as high as we need to, or as low as we need to, or whatever. Obviously, we could keep them straight and level at the same time. Yeah. No, for sure. If they were just like a solid bridge like that, which would look cool. That would look very cool, but that would get really expensive if you were only moving that small distance at a time. I think for what we need to do right now, I think this is kind of good. It vibes with the look we have going. Hey, what's up, Dracus? Increased cost for everything, always. Should have been here last stream when I completely ran out of encased beams and had to detour and revamp an entire factory. We've all been there. Alright, cool. So let's call this one good, I think. We'll give it a couple of tries, see how it works. Let me add a new category. And we're gonna call this transport. We gotta start figuring out roadways and stuff too. Oh, heck yeah. That's awesome. Appreciate you doing that. I did like the farming mods. Those were very fun. I don't know if I've ever used Refined Power, but I know it's like a pretty involved mod from what I remember correctly. All right. And then there we go. So we got our first new category for transportation. And that's kind of all we need to worry about. That's crazy. I love that. I'll have to check that out. That sounds really fun. All right. So I've got no fuel. Give me some of that. What we need to do is set up a rail line that it goes from our main base space elevator area, swings past versatile frameworks, and has the ability to both access it from the starter area, but also on the way in. So we're gonna have to have some interesting stuff going on there. And then get back over to the Gigafactory where it will unload and pick up stuff to bring back. So quite a lot to do on the train front. Now I know I saved this space for trucks. There's a good chance, well, actually, I can use photo mode for this. Alright, so this is steel, right? We've already accepted that this place is going to see a pretty significant amount of change. Blueprints are outdated. There's a lot that just needs to get improved here. So I'm not really, like, committed to anything that we have, I guess, you know, set up here. So if I were a train line, what I think would be cool. Okay, wait, there's actually kind of two options, and one of them is way more expensive and very unnecessary, but really fun, and the other one is more sensible. The more sensible one is we build the train stations where we need them, close by, and directly route stuff in. The other one is we build a train station more central, have it unload into trucks, and then have the trucks bring it over to each factory that it needs to be in. I did say I kind of wanted to make this whole big area like a rail yard at some point, and just have like a bunch of trains kind of sitting in here just ready to go. Yeah, fuel right there. We can make a whole lot more of it as the game goes on. I think that could be fun in the future. I think for now we'll do the simple option, and then we can always kind of try some new things later. So what makes the most sense? We can be up in the air. There's no real penalty for that. Does Satisfactory support double-headed trains? It does. Yes, that is typically the way I will set up my train lines. So you can do really anything with trains. You can set up your stuff to be like that, where they will both give, you know, power so you can pull longer trains. But what I like to do is put the freight cars in the middle, and then if you put another one going that way, you now have a bi-directional train, which can go either way. But this one will still give power when the other is going. So they're pretty strong when you can do that. And you can do like some pretty cool monorail stuff with that. So that's probably how we're going to set up this initial line. And we'll set it up so that we can add another train onto it. Alright, let's use Sky UI. Nighttime is great, but I would really like to be able to see and for all of you guys to be able to see as well. Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Yeah, exactly. I think I'm kind of leaning towards doing that right around here because we're going to be dropping off space elevator parts, and we're also going to be dropping off steel and concrete for the steel factory. And we're going to have to make automated or adaptive control units somewhere, but all the parts are going to be over here. So we're probably just going to make that over here. I don't think I have my modeler set up. Give me 1 second. I don't. Whoops. Let me get that launched. Close out of there. Okay. Here we go. So, yeah. Because this is eventually what we want to get to. So we want to bring in that. And then we'll be making heavy modular frames here, but we're also going to be bringing in, I guess, all 3 of these, really. Or these 2, sorry. And the automated wiring as well. So yeah, quite a lot. Oh, you've never seen the modeler, dude? Oh, man. This is Satisfactory modeler. It's very useful. Try not to overstress how good it is, but it's really good. You can do a lot of crazy stuff and make some really in-depth plans. So I have a lot in here. You want to see the crazy one? I forgot how stupid this was. And like these are all mega builds in here. Like it goes deep. It goes real deep. So there's layers to this shit. Yeah, super great. On Steam for free if you look on the store. It's a tool, not like a game. So in your Steam library, it will show up a little bit differently. Heck yeah. It's so fun to just like make, it's like an onion, just keep peeling them back. Layer after layer. Okay, so I'm trying to, what was I trying to say? We're trying to make a bunch of stuff and bring a bunch of stuff back. So here, I'm not worried about that concrete, but I do want those steel pipes. So the train is going to pick up steel pipes, modular engines, automated wiring, and I don't think we're going to pick up versatile frameworks anymore right now because we're just sinking them, so there's no point in throwing them on a train. So that's 3 cars. It's going to stop at the versatile frameworks factory and pick up concrete and more steel pipes. Then it's going to take all of that over to the mega base. We do have these circuit boards too that we have to get in there, and the computers actually. Maybe this will be a really big train, or we set up 2 trains. 2 trains. But I got me a few decisions, because we need a train to go from. Oh, Jade, that's dangerous information. Oh, shit. Well, there's definitely some games on my wish list that I will have to be keeping an eye out for. Okay, yeah, because there is an argument to be made here about bringing all of this stuff over to the Versatile Frameworks factory, unloading it, condensing it all onto another train that has the computers and the circuit boards as well, and bringing that in. It's tough. Or we just have this one go from here all the way back, and then the train handle the 4 things here, and then when this guy gets back, there's so many options. I think we're gonna split it up. I think it's better to split it up into 2 trains, divide the workload, and just make things a little bit better. Okay, so none of this is made yet, so we don't even have to worry about that. It's really just the first train, but I'm just trying to figure out station-wise what we need to do. Yeah, I think that's what we do. So we're gonna have 2 stations over here. And I think we're just going to end up making the adaptive control units in this factory. We'll already have heavy modular frames here. We're going to be bringing automated wiring here. So we may as well just bring the computers and circuit boards over as well. Make everything, and then space elevators right there. Okay. That was a lot of planning, but it was worth it, I promise. And then I think I want to make it so that the train level is basically here, so that the logistics line up. I think that would be good. So let's think. If I do rebuild this factory, this seems like I cannot stay on here. Holy crap. This does seem like a good spot to start from. I think this section is still probably as far over as we can go with that rock being there. Okay. So I'm just going to use that as my reference point, and let's go over. This is probably not going to be here. So we're going to have a wall there. I am going to want space in the middle. Not like too much space. Friend. So these are basically too wide, but they take up 3 foundations. If I do roads, I'll probably incorporate them into this, or when I do roads, not if I do roads. So let's see. That's the road. That's the center part, and then that's the road again. Yeah, kind of a big one, but I think for like a main access way that works. So our train stations would be out here. And then we'll like shoot belts across. I haven't, which is crazy. We made it this far without using vehicles. Which I really should. I keep saying that I want to, and I just don't. I don't have the fuel made for them. I mean, I could make biofuel or something, but just don't have the goods yet. Oh, this is painted. Whoops. There we go. All right, so true. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really explored in a long time, so that's been something I haven't hit. I think we did use Explorer though when we went out, because I think I had fuel and stuff ready. So alright, so let's call this the end of the line. Let's set up a train station in the middle. I should make blueprints for these, actually. Oh no, with the storage, I mean, sorry, with the buffers. Which means I probably want this over more, because the storage buffers take up another 2 foundations at least. here. Let me take off the UI for a little bit. Y'all know that I'm building a train station, right? Alright, so now we have a little bit of room for station buffers. Little freight platform. Thank you, Jade. Appreciate it. And let's think. So we have the main train coming in from our factory out here. It's going to run down. Probably join the line we have running this way. And then that, essentially, once it turns in here, it's going to be joining the main freight terminal, if you will. Usually I do 2 engines per 4 cars, but I think 2 engines could really do like 8 cars. Could do bigger trains that run less frequently. It's kind of an interesting idea. So let's see. Let's say I don't know. I'm so torn on this, honestly. I know I'm going back and forth a lot. But, like, this has a lot of steel pipes. And that's where the concrete is. And this guy's got steel pipes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I think we do stop here for concrete. And then... yeah, we swing back for high-speed connectors and bring those back to the Gigafactory. I think that's the best plan. And then this little guy is literally just going to kind of... that we might just do with belts, honestly. We might just do that with belts, because it's close enough, right? It's only right there. It's very close. We have infrastructure already, pretty much all the way here. Yeah. I mean, that's where we're bringing the other train from, is out there. So then he could run in, stop, come all the way here, unload, go back, stop, go out. Deal. Okay. All of these numbers are pretty manageable. So let's just do 4. 4 now. And then... add an empty platform. All right. So I guess that does give us a little bit of room off the front too, which is nice. And we should be able to do a bunch of these in the future if we need to. I think I don't want to start using our blueprint yet. Let's see, can we start making a just kind of basic railway thing? It's fine. 3x3 turn is good. In the future, we're gonna go out and back. That way we're not crisscrossing. But for now, that's good. Yeah, because then I could actually take this one. And I think it would connect there. Oh no, it wants to be out there. Rowie, I needed you. Welcome. How we doing tonight? Oh man, that's so funny. I had a feeling. I was like, she's gotta be here. They gotta know. That's so funny though. Wait, I could just do that and then blueprint time. All right, let's see. Let's go down. Start getting these figured out. All right, so these really, it doesn't matter if they're on the foundation grid, you know, or anything like that. In places like this, it'll be helpful, but it's definitely not required. But that's on grid technically like that, because that's a foundation and these are both 4 meters, so as long as we're touching, we're good. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, no good. 1, 2, 3, 4, still no good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think that'll be fine. And I might be able to make a little spin in, or no. Okay. Let's try that again, and let's send it out a little bit further this time. Oh, thought I had it right the first time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more small steps. So wait, okay, so was it not like build the thing? Was I supposed to go out and then down and over? Yeah, I mean we got there in the end, right? So I would love to know what I did wrong, though. I am very curious. But okay, I mean that looks nice, right? That looks pretty nice. We don't have signals. I don't know if I can afford them yet. We could. We could. We could and probably will. Oh boy. Left-hand or right-hand drive? Well, I'm American, so right-hand drive. I mean, gotta stick to what I know, you know? Gotta be on the right. Is that left hand though, technically? Or because you drive on the left side of in the car, but then right side of the road. You know what I mean? Half nudge down, you got that, and then you needed to add another half nudge down beam at the opposite end. Good job. Yes, that was what it was. Thank you, Roey. Thank you. Are trains in the US right-hand drive? Large parts of Europe that drive on the right still have left-hand drive for trains. Yeah, I mean, in trains, like... And I got mods. Yeah. Like, trains, like, in the cabin, like, you sit on the left inside of it, but we drive... Like, if you're going this way on 2 tracks, you would be on the right side of the track. To go... Like, your right, yeah. I don't actually know how that distinction really works. Which track do I drive on? I would be on... So if I wanted to go that way, I would be on this track. If I wanted to go that way, I would be on this track. Right track is right-hand drive. Okay. Yeah, so like this one would go that way, so to me that's right-hand drive. Right? I think I want to go like alongside this. Oh, maybe we go over it, actually. I don't know why I threw that down there. And we kind of go out more in a straight line. Oh, we can paint the rails. You're right. Should we do that? Ooh. Oh. Wait, can I just make them purple? Oh, no. Oh, so it's only the metal colors. Carbon looks clean. That's what I was thinking. It really works well with the color palette, too. Oh, don't fart on me. Oh, for left-hand drive, signals are on the inside. For right-hand, they are on the outside. Yes, right-hand. I'm outside. Yeah. Okay. Reason for left-hand drive is historical. So many of the tracks were built for left-hand drive. Ah, I feel like that makes sense, like, for so many things, right? It's like, why do we do things this way? Well, it's how we did it in the past, and it's really expensive to change it now. It's like, okay. Like, and that's just the way it is. I feel like that's pretty common, but that's cool. That's good to know. I love a little fact like that. Love learning little stuff. Alright, I think we're doing carbon, which means I should update the blueprint, because then it should just build them that way. That looks crazy cool. Can we paint them in the station? This is important information. They thought of everything, folks. Oh, would you look at that? That's awesome, dude. That's so cool. Who had the shout out there? Jade, right? Yeah. Thank you, Jade. Thank you for the reminder. That's crazy. I guess in Sweden, maybe. I feel like trains are like the way to go, no? But I guess it does depend on your geography, where you're trying to build them. All the mountains and coastal stuff, it's probably kind of hard to get some good rail lines going through Sweden. Alright, let's go that. I'm not a Swede, so I don't know, but... Alright. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh yeah, nope, the purple's working for me. The trains make sense, but the cost of switching, yeah, I got you. Oh, I see. They did the road, but they didn't want to do the trains because they were like, it's going to cost way too much money. I understand. Delayed processing there. Those look awesome. With the purple on the factory. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Also, I really, now that we have Infinite Nudge, we need to dedicate some time to like making cool decorative signs and stuff to like layer all over the factories, because I think that would look really cool. All right, I want to get power in here so I can ride the rails, so to speak. So let's do that, and then we can just use a train. To kind of get out and back a little bit faster. We did it. Last thing on the switch over, then I'm dropping you. Good. Oh! True, because if the signals were on the inside... We stop. I got distracted by the train fact. That makes so much sense, dude. That's actually... Yeah, that's crazy. I wouldn't have even considered that because they literally would have to move them to the outside, which then would make it wider. See, it's shit like that where you're just like, yeah, it's an easy project, real quick. And then they're like, we have to do what to the tunnels? Alright, I kind of like this. Or we start turning now. Infinite Nudge for the win. I love this mod. This should be just like base game stuff, honestly. But I like it. Oh yeah, I installed this mod too. So now we have our laser beams to show us where stuff is. Should probably build a couple of these before I start worrying about the train. So there's a cave over there somewhere. Now we go. I wonder where it is though. Where's the entrance to that cave? Unless is it... Oh, is it right here? Nope. I thought that was a piece of coal. Okay, I will get distracted for a moment to look for this, because I do want Mercer Spheres, but... oh, hello. Worth it. Come here, spiders. Just want to talk. Just want to talk. Everything's cool. Hello. Oh, goodness, yeah. You need the coffee. Oh, hello. Sure. Sure. Okay, where is this thing? Ooh! Oh, I thought it was a big guy. You're just a little guy. It's just a little guy. There it is. Worth it, worth it, worth it.
I have something for you. It will establish a better way for us to communicate and deepen our understanding of one another. I've done the necessary developments on my end. The last note is yours to play.
Your symphony resonates. Your mimic tapestry patterns beautifully.
Wow.
Thank you. I worked very hard. I am organically transmitting the data package now. Any adverse effects on my blood will not corrupt its contents.
We hear this learning song.
See you on the other side.
It is time to tango.
I don't remember that one. That's awesome. Alright, and I think we're going to kind of do like a little S-bend here just to... Oops. Get around the... Yeah, I think so. Ooh, sorry. Just put that down. Playing around in the modeler, how do I specify belt speeds for limiting output of miners? So that you have to go in and you have to actually say what you want the mine to produce. So like by default, it'll make, 60 or whatever. So if you say only make 120, it'll only make 120 or vice versa. There's no way to do like belt speed stuff, because like here obviously it's gotcha. It's more than my belts could handle. Menu top right, settings, machine defaults. Oh. Thanks, Jade. I didn't know this was a thing, actually. I never looked at this before. Wow, they have everything in here. That's kind of sick. So you can at least do that, which is nice. Interesting. Interesting. So you can, I could just change this to be like 120. Yeah. The more you know. Okay. Previous method does work though, because that's just all I've been doing. Yeah, but I mean, hey, if you're at the point of the game, like when we switch to like the all pure nodes, like I could just, you know, make that change, and then I won't have to do that every single time, which is nice. It'll definitely have its uses for sure, for sure. All right, and now here, I don't know. We're gonna have to go up at some point. Let's kind of think here for a moment too. So we have the Manta to deal with all in there. So where in that factory do we want to come in? Also, I have to take a break in a moment. All of the stuff that we're taking out is kind of in the middle. So I think we may try. Maybe we just stay underneath the Manta. Because the way he flies up over there, yeah. Okay. We might just be able to keep this whole thing down below. Yeah, I think so, right? Under the Manta definitely feels like it would be the easiest option. And I think I do want to go up a little bit. Okay, so that's flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 meters. I think I can live with that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Gandamir. It doesn't stop. It just gets crazier. Okay, so I think we want to be on this side, though. Which means that's going to have to get shortened down quite a bit. Alright, so... Yo, what's up, Lone Star? How we doing? How's life been? Haven't seen you outside of the Discord in a minute, so... Good to see you, my man. Alright, let's see. If we go... like that, maybe? Like 2 over? Oh, no, but that puts us on the wrong side of the tracks. For the hypertubes. So if we want to be... maybe, like, even less than that. Like, and over here. And then we do 1, 2. Rotate 1, 2. Okay, so... do that. I don't know why they're double crossing like that. That's weird. That actually works pretty well. Okay, let's see. Yeah, sure, that looks good. I'm trying not to care too much about this, but also make it look decent enough, you know? There's a strong chance this is not going to hang around forever. But there's a good chance that it might, so may as well try and make it look good. Damn, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's so annoying. That's unfortunate. I'm glad you got the savings, though. That is good to hear. Something will come, though. Something will come. But yeah, I'm sorry, bro. That's never easy. And then we just go out. And then I don't really know how we'll tie that all in together, but once we get out here, I'll take a break for a moment. Just gotta go help my mom for a sec. And then we'll be good to go. Okay, we are over that, which is good. And I don't think we're gonna bump into that. Technically, that's not even in use anymore, so I don't know how worried I am about that. I'm doing all right, man. You know, I can't complain. I'm still down in Georgia, helping my mom recover from her surgery, but she's doing well. She's starting to get a lot more independent, which is great. You know, just able to move around a lot better, and she's feeling better and all that good stuff. So, for the most part, things are going pretty well. Of course, there's some struggles here and there, but still able to stream, you know, still able to kick back every now and again, so. And of course, her getting better is the priority, so. Yeah, thanks for asking, man. All good, all good. Alright, then I think I want to go up. Again, we do have that little hill section coming up. So I think we can kind of clear that out. Oh, I never built supports there. Should definitely work on that. I think that looks nice. That's clean. That's a clean little little floaty rail network. I like it. Favorite part of 1.2 so far? Tried to start up a random nodes world the other day, but she didn't get too far. That's fair. Honestly, man, it's a toss-up between the phase multipliers and the random nodes. I think it's the random nodes, though, because that's just pretty cool to me. I'm really glad they did that. And I think it just adds a lot of replayability to the game. So yeah, that's probably my favorite. To be fair, though, I haven't used like vehicle pathing or anything yet, so that could become my favorite. Who knows? But yeah, we'll stick with random nodes. It is definitely a dice roll, though. It's like you're just kind of hoping that you get something, you know. Alright, I just saw the Manta go up. I think we're in pretty good shape down here. So the only thing is we are a little bit high for the floor height that we have. We could just kind of do a little bump around that, actually, which would be kind of interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I have a feeling that's gonna be how I feel about it too. Because I'm like, I definitely enjoy the concept of the vehicles in this game. I remember finding them the first time I played and being like, this is so cool. Like, I want to use this more. And then just not, because they were obviously kind of janky. But they were really cool, and I always thought they were really cool. Oh, yeah, I could understand that 100%. I could absolutely understand that. Someone asked the other day if, like, they were like, oh, should I just do my first playthrough with the modifiers? And I was like, I probably wouldn't. I was like, that's a little bit, you know, it's daunting. It is. Don't get, like, when I saw 125,000, I was like, good grief, what did I get myself into? You know, but we worked through it. We're streaming, we're having fun, enjoying it. So it is it's nice to know that it's there if you want it, and you could even make the game easier if you felt like it too, which I think is really cool. I was saying I want to do that. I want to do like a speed run with like the lowest multipliers and just see how fast we could get through the game. I think it'd be kind of funny. Is there an auto layout in the modeler? Can you expand on what you mean by auto layout? Like, yeah, what do you, I guess what do you mean by auto layout? Sorry. Ah, yes. 3 lines on the top. Settings. Style. Connection style. I would switch it to 2D. And then when you are like setting something up, if you right click on the item, you can hit align with connection and do it that way. That's kind of the easiest way that I found it to kind of, you can make it like snap, you know, to whatever you want it to be. So like that. Because otherwise you got like the curve mode and everything looks crazy. Didn't even think of the speedrun potential. Yeah, right? I forget, somebody said that and I was like, that's such a good idea. I was like, that'd be really funny. Because I want to do like speedruns of this game. I think that'd be fun. But that's a lot, obviously. Okay, let's try and maintain good spacing here. Alright, let's see where we're at. I don't think we're... Are we at the same height? That's actually crazy if that's the case. Although I have only been going up in those 4-meter intervals, if you will. Okay, so if we go like this... Oh no, I left my train back there. I totally forgot about it. That's okay, we'll call it in. Oh, there's the Manta, just confirming we are in fantastic shape. Love that. All right. So... Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. Good seeing you. Good luck with the job search, and yeah, take care, man. Have a good one. Good seeing you. Alright, so we're over in base now. I think we could fit a train station down here, which would kind of actually be super cool. Just in line here, actually. Yeah, Yeah. I was gonna blow up that tree, and then I realized I don't think I need to do that. I think it's just the guys in the cave, so I'm not too worried about them. Okay, so we're over here, right? This guy's actually probably a little too aggressive on that. Oh, no, maybe not. Never mind. And I think we could run the train stations basically right down here. Might be an idea. So let's see. Good practice for trying to incorporate these into factories for real. I love that you can just do that with Infinite Nudge. It's so good. So good. Alright, so we would have this station basically sitting on this. And then what I think would kind of work, so let's pull this back a little bit, it's too far, is... Yeah, I mean, since the factory goes all the way out to here, we have plenty of room to do like any kind of logistics stuff or storage chests or all that kind of thing. And then this can just go right out onto the line. When we start making like our actual world train network, we will probably do things differently, but this works more than good enough for now. Alright, so... Ooh. Let's go... So... Oh, I gotta place the first one first. Okay, yeah. And these would actually go from side to side. Is like, oh, these are a little bit bigger. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So, oh yeah, that's right. You need 5 foundations really to do that. So maybe we just kind of call it good. We know we're not building anything else down here in terms of machinery, right? So we just kind of clear off that, clear off that guy. That one would go down that way. Yeah, he's all the way out there. So we have all of this space to work with. Perfect. Okay. So let's see. Proof of concept, me. Let's just build something, get it working. See where we get. Coffee acquired, mods installed. Oh, you're set. You are set. We are ready for liftoff, people. Let's go up here. And let's see. Alright, so I should be able to bring this all the way over here. I don't know why that didn't work. There we go. pull that back a little bit, like that, maybe? And let's think. Do I want storage boxes on this side or on this side? I think on this side. I think we'll give ourselves a little bit more room. So let's actually then set up something like that. Kind of cross over into this section a little bit. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I'm all out. Oh, I'm not. Nice. We have a bunch of these back at the base, I think. I think that one's fine for now. Alright, let's go probably just to there for now. And then we're going to go over the 2 for the boxes, and then we're going to go up 3 into the middle. And this is usually just what I do when I don't want to count out the distance. So we know that's going to be the end. It's going to be freight terminal, freight terminal, freight terminal. So that's the last one for the freight terminals, and then this would be the front of the station. Take that out. Plenty of room, actually. We could even throw the ceiling in. That's pretty cool. Yeah, unfortunately, centering it is kind of hard because then we encroach on that, which, I mean, I guess we could do, to be fair. It would probably look a lot better. Okay, it would definitely look a lot better. Yeah. I can rock with that. And then these are going to be the loading stations. But we're only doing 3 here because we're going to have to build the concrete one. So we'll put that one on the end. And we can just kind of make that. Actually, we can make that nicer. Hey, what's up, Neff? How we doing today, man? Let's give ourselves just a little bit of room there to make our kind of inbound stuff. Go. I do need to paint these because I wasn't doing that. Lovely. I never checked if he clips through that water extractor, but I don't know if he's nearby. And I don't really want to wait, so we're not going to do that. What I do want to do is timetable, train, edit timetable, come over here, come hang out. We gotta get signals going too at some point. Alright. So hopefully in a sec. Oh, yep, there it is. It's coming. It's coming. There's a mod to track where the manta is. That'd be cool. Just put like a little flying manta on the map or something. I think it's coming. I could have sworn I saw it something moving, right? Oh yeah, there it is. It's moving. You can just barely see it there. First train of the playthrough. Nice. Hell yeah, man. That sounds like a good time. When the girlfriend is away, sometimes you go play. Not in a bad way, just on sparks. That's so funny. It's like, hey, mister, did you forget about me? Dude, it's so funny. I'm taking care of, my mom has 3 cats. She rescued 2 of them, a mom and her kitten. And then she had the one from like when I was younger still. And it will not let you forget. You will be reminded frequently. So that's so funny. Alright, so I need to go take a break. I keep forgetting that. I'm gonna go do that and then I'll be back. Let's make it daytime. Get to enjoy the nice sunrise wherever it rises. Human, I require sustenance. This feels like a fun angle to chill at. Alright, we throw on the break screen and we be back in a few minutes. BRB. Make sure to leave a like if you haven't already. Thank you. Alrighty. Sorry about the long break. We are back. Should be the only one that we need to take. Alright, let's see what we can get going here. Now that we got the rail line built and our station's pretty much here. It's time to start hooking stuff up. So let's get to it. You overplanned your mall. Thank you, thank you. 1,500 iron ore per minute? I mean, that's a little aggressive, but I support it. I think it's managed. That's doable. That's doable. I don't know. I say go for it. So this is modular engines. Lovely. So that we want going down. Frameworks, we're just gonna sink here. There's no point in sending them back to the base anymore. And let's start figuring out. Doable, yes, but needed. I mean, you might not need it now, but maybe you'll need it later. Never know, right? You don't know. Don't know until you know. You know? Who's there? Get out of here. Get that thing out of here. And this stuff here. Yeah, I mean, the bigger the number, the better it is, right? You can't argue with that kind of logic. It's just infallible. Alright, so we've got modular engines, that's one. We need to get steel pipes, which are actually pretty close. Right there is where our steel pipes are. And I think, let's get up here. I think that's all of them. Let's go take a look. So we have a line running there. We have another line on top. If I remember correctly, we're making like 900 something. Yeah, 920. So if we divide that by 2, we get 460, which should be kind of what we're dealing with, I think. I don't know how I set this up, I'll be completely honest with you. I think it's just one... There's like 5 levels. Nice sign. Thank you. Somebody shouted out signs like way at the beginning, and I was like, you know what? This is smart. We should be doing this. Okay, so this is all steel pipes. Hello, Manta. Love that. Oh, yes. Okay, so we're taking a portion of this belt to fill up that one. And then we're taking everything that's left and all of that. Okay. Probably. Probably. There's always a couple people each playthrough that mention it because I always forget. I'm always like bouncing back and forth between stuff. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Alright, so if we have that knowledge, that means you're the full belt, and then you have like 440, right? Because it would be 960 would give us 980, 480 per. Alright. It's just important to know what's getting what. And then we're taking some off for modular frames. The rest go down. We're sending both down here into, oh yeah, stators and rotors, right? And then they go into the motors. Okay. let's just go into the modeler, because I can kind of remember what numbers are what, but it's just way easier to do it this way. Okay, so this is technically we're still sinking some, but we're gonna bring that over. So don't really worry about that. That's just to make things balance out. Okay, 920, 54 goes in there. Oh, I see. Okay, and then I think I did 200 into rotors, which should be here. Yep, it's rotors. Okay, so then that line, it should basically just be this line, I think, because the other one is like 440, and it's getting 435. Yeah. So I think we just go over here. And we have to pull, I guess, off of this. Which seems like it's already kind of set up, actually. So maybe that's what I was planning on doing, which would kind of make sense. You love it when a plan comes together. I don't know which one's straight. That one is. Okay, and then we could run kind of down wherever we want. Right there is fine. I mean, right there. Right, and this is going to be well under the 400 that we have to worry about. And then the last thing is going to be the automated wiring over here. So we got pipes, we got modular engines, and then we just need automated wiring. But we haven't built that yet. But we could start that. That'd be easy. We don't have high-speed connectors, but we need the train to get the high-speed connectors here. Oh, so that'll be what the... Okay. Yeah. So the empty platform that we currently have will actually be a unload platform for high-speed connectors. And then the rest can kind of just go in wherever we need it. Okay, you need to be over here, which is fine. I can do that. So that should be like that, and then I need my manufacturer blueprint. Thank you. Please don't be in auto connect mode though, because that's just gonna be a nightmare. Yep. I think that's good. It's a little bit hard to tell sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Technically right now this is all we need. I'm not gonna build the whole thing that doesn't actually serve a purpose yet. Let's go there. Let's get rid of those guys. Send this one up. Just get that whole interwoven power network coming back. And then, just so I don't forget, let's just kind of set this up. But yeah, no point in building this until we actually have the high-speed connectors going in. I don't know how tall this is going to be. I don't know any of that really right now. But fine. Here's our output. Wonderful. Let's figure out how we're going to get this over to the other stuff. Definitely a shortcoming of this design is like less ease of going perpendicular through the factory. We can kind of run parallel through a lot of stuff, but crossing over gets a little bit complicated, which is kind of fine. So this thing. Okay, so those frameworks are not going to be there, which means could run kind of in that space. I mean, yeah, there's no rule saying we can't just drop down here and then shoot right across. I think that's what we're gonna do. So for now, let's see. Is there an awesome sync that can take these frameworks that are... Hello. Yes, there is. Wow, nice. I could also put one right here. Because we're going to need these eventually. Probably, maybe, I think. At least I'm kind of planning on needing them at some point. But if I remember correctly, versatile frameworks are for magnetic field generators, which are not that hard to make. So, we'll kind of see. We'll see where we're at. Okay, I can do that. I can nudge these now, which is so incredible. Nice, and nice. Daisy chain for the win. Alright. So, I think that's just the easier option. May as well get the free coupons. And all that good stuff. And this guy is good to go. Okay. And obviously that can change later on, but for where we are, oops, right now, I think that's all we have to worry about. That back. Alright, this I'm going to leave alone until we're actually good to start running the trains. I do want to build our storage design. So let me make that real quick. Make a little blueprint to make our lives easier. This can just be a Mark 1. And we'll just keep this real simple. So we want an inbound. Freight, station, buffer, in. And we'll say transport, subcategory, train stations. Oops. Fly. Is there a... There's no arrow, right? You can't do that. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. That's fine. Should have just actually hold on. Let's just do that. Fresh one, and then just because I want the arrows facing in the direction that input is, or the belts are, I mean. Go like that. Okay, and then this is freight. Why does that happen? It's like I click on the thing, but it takes me out. Freight, station, buffer. Ooch. I don't know why that happens. Like, I'll try and like type in right here, and then it's just like, nope, you're gonna open a bunch of menus and just make a freaking massive mess. All right, good, good. Save. And then here. This one will be an unload. And these three will be load. Yeah. Alright, so high-speed connectors will come from the other factory and go there. It's a simple blueprint, but it does save a lot of time. Alright, so considering we have 3 items out, if we can run, yeah, all 3 right here, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Decisions. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter where we put this car because either way, the train station has to be big enough to fit the train. So, however many platforms we have and where they are, it doesn't really matter. Hello, Manson. I think we're just going to put you guys all the way on the end because that just makes sense. Back a little bit. Let's go to like there and then so. Nice. We might do an awesome sync just to, well, probably not. There should never be that big of a backlog. Okay, so this will be modular engines. Again, we're gonna wait until the end to hook these up. Guess we can do it this way. So those are right there, so that lines up pretty well. It's there, and then we said automated wiring would be the last one. Okay, actually. Yeah, wait, that's fine. Because that's coming from out here, I think. Sorry, I know it's a little bit messy. That is a assembler. Okay, so that's the manufacturer one, right? And it's got nothing attached to it. Yep, so that's our automated wiring output. And it's right there. It's kind of hard to see, but that's where it is. Modular frames running there is fine, but it doesn't actually have to be there. We can make our lives a little bit easier. So we're gonna go here. And over. Because then that'll open up this lane. And then here. You should just be able to go kind of right in. Nice. Just make that cleaner and easier. And then... So we want to get to down here. Kind of have to start filling in some of these missing components. That should be good. Yep. And then, yeah, I think that one is kind of fine. We're just going to bring this over just so I have something to build on. I'm probably not going to keep these ones in place. Alright, so I'll put this over there. We actually do want to be kind of down here then. Promise this will make sense. I know it's kind of hard to see what I'm trying to do here. So I got the twist to it, or does that look alright? No, that looks okay. Alright, and then that would just kind of work its way right in there. All is good. And in terms of getting stuff out, we can kind of just follow this one back. With the output. Yeah, alright, so for that, we'll go here. I'm just kind of prepping all this in advance so I don't have to deal with this later. What makes more sense? I think to go... Yeah, keep that there. And then we run the high-speed connectors up here. And just bring them back down where they're needed. So you are... probably like that. Oh, but that would get in the way of that belt. Never mind. So otherwise I'd have to just go up and over. heckin' belt, right? Put that belt there. What are you trying to do to me? 'Cause yeah, that would technically be spoken for. That space would be spoken for. And then that guy would get turned around. I guess I could start just filling that all in. Because, I mean, the boxes can start to fill up. We're going to need them to fill up, right? So... Hey, what's up, Justin A? How we doing? Welcome to the stream. Okay, see stuff coming. Just want to make sure we actually... Oh, they're going in here. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so for the... outbound... Well, inbound, technically, items, right? We could just go up a little higher. It just kind of messes with the aesthetic a little bit, but honestly that doesn't matter because it is a different item. I think that's kind of cool actually. I like that. And then can just run this back out and over, and we don't really have to think about it too hard, you know, it just kind of works. And then we could go straight up. Yeah, okay, perfect. Oh yeah, but this is off, right? So I think it actually goes there. Yeah, that's straight. That's wrong. Don't worry about that. And then we could get into the inputs over there. The other two items we already have in this space, so we don't have to worry about that. It is busy up here though. There's already a lot here, but we only have to get wire. What is it? Wire, stators, and high-speed connectors. The wire is going to be interesting because it's 900 per minute. So we'll have to dump a line in here and then another one in further, further up the line. But I think we have enough room in here to kind of do what we need to do. That's a good amount of space, so I feel good about that. I feel good about everything that we've got going here. Yeah, let's go. Alright, let's take the train back. We're not going to set up auto driving yet because I don't have any of the other stations going. We got the main one, which is good. Let's see how it feels. Digging it, digging it. And like ideally, we're gonna have like skyscrapers at some point, and these like networks can kind of just like weave through them and have buildings and stuff. Kind of like that guy. More going down over there. over. And I think we're gonna go all the way down there, and then we'll have a line at this intersection. How often do I stream? Every day, and how many hours with? Same time? Yeah. So not every day, not yet. At least not right now. I don't have that kind of time. Currently, my schedule is a little all over the place because I am helping my mom recover from surgery, so it's kind of my main time commitment at the moment. But normally I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday at around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can kind of count on that. At the moment, though, we're, like I said, just a little less consistent. But hopefully we'll be back to our normally scheduled programming, if you will. Let's see. I want to make a nice intersection here. Okay, so here's what I think we're gonna do. So we're gonna go from here. Maybe get the overflow. Mentioned helping your mom a few times. Yeah. They gave you some ads. Nice. If you didn't hear my answer, basically not every day at the moment, but I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, Gandamir, she had a pretty major operation done, basically, to stabilize her spine and neck, because they were kind of not doing so good. So yeah, thankfully went well. Things are going a lot better. She's kind of in the recovery phase now, but it's a lot. It's a very big undertaking. She was in the hospital for like a week after it. So yeah, quite a lot going on. She lives down several states away, so I had to like pack up shop and come down here to help out while I could. Let's see. So this is essentially what I want to create, and then I think I have to put one of these in the middle? Where'd it go? What's over there? Glad she's recovering well. It sounds intense. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but yeah, thank you. Thank you. She's doing pretty well. All things considered, she upgraded from the walker to a cane the other day, so big moves are happening, you know? Okay, so we will need signals here, but I mean, this looks kind of fucking nice. I mean, dude, those rails? Ooh, that is clean, man. That is so clean. I'm in love with this. Yeah, yeah. Now that's an intersection. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? All right. Thank you, man. Thank you. And yeah, hey, well, I didn't know that, but it definitely, yeah. She was not thrilled when she came home. She was like, I shouldn't have done it. It's too much, you know, too intense recovery. And I was like, nah. It'll be good. We'll be good. It'll be worth it. You know, just trust and believe that you're gonna come out stronger and better. And so far, so good. You know, so far, so good. So I appreciate it, man. And I hope you continue if you're still on your healing journey. I know sometimes with some of these things, it never truly ends. You know, like there's always some degree of adjustment or healing or whatever that you still always have to kind of do. Alright, so over here is where a lot of our concrete and stuff is going to be chilling. I have to scale up concrete, actually. Absolutely right mindset, it had to be done. Yeah, exactly. Because like with her thing too, it was like she would just continue to degrade basically to where like she wouldn't be able to walk. You know, it's like it would be that bad. So yeah, it's one of those things that sucks. But so your dad felt about his knee surgeries. He was worried about the recovery, but ultimately been miraculous me for last pain. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear about that with your dad. That's great. So I had a motorcycle accident in 98. Oh, dude, motorcycle accidents, that shit terrifies me. I'm glad you're still rocking, man. Those are scary. I could imagine. Yeah. That's like one of my biggest fears is like I never plan on riding a motorcycle, but like accidentally hitting someone on one, like just not seeing them or something, like it's yeah. I would hate to be involved in that. That's yeah. 98 too, man. Damn, still be having complications from that. It's, yeah, I feel for you. I feel for you, my man. All right. That's what I was kind of say, Jade. You said it much cleaner and simpler than I could have. Dang, dude. Yeah, for real. I'm glad you're alive. Wow. That's crazy. Hey man, you're needed somewhere. Someone needed you here still, right? That's what they say. That's wild, bro. I'm sure that gives you some perspective real quick too. Be like, well, it's not so bad. You know? Like if you can deal with that, you can kind of mentally at least. Oof. Goodness, man. God damn, bro. God damn. That's all I can say to that. That's just crazy. Good thing you made it. Right. Insane. Actually insane. Oops. And that is why I will probably not ride a motorcycle ever. In the nicest way possible. Alright, yeah, so here's our game plan. We are gonna upgrade some concrete nodes. It should go pretty quick. Maybe, hopefully. Into wet concrete, and then we'll upgrade the belts coming in. We already have the infrastructure, so we don't have to do anything crazy there. Hell yeah. And I do have to switch these out, I believe. I don't think we're using... How are we making pipes here? I don't remember. Okay, that's iron. Need my walkways in here. This is probably beams. It is. Oh, that's pipes. Okay. Oh, why did I do that? Why did... See that you have a splitter there in the planner, but not always any reason why. Oh, yes, this. So this is a priority splitter right here. And basically what you can do with that is you can take an input. Jay's on it. You can take an input and say, I want you to send everything first, you know, like a smart splitter would, into a certain area, and then anything that you have left, you can send onwards. So that's kind of what I was trying to accomplish here, was like I wanted to make sure that the concrete first went in here, and went into these machines, and then whatever we had left over could go onwards. Because sometimes the game can, or the modeler can act a little bit funky with your numbers. So that just makes things a little easier. I did not do myself any favors here. Yeah, I kind of goofed. I left myself no room for making these guys. If we look, I need 7 1/4 of these. You're right, Neff. You're right. You're right. I just don't know how it works, but yeah. I mean, you're kind of right. Yeah, and I only left room for one of these at a time. Obviously, we can go vertical, right? But that's just going to be a very narrow tower. Yeah, Jade, you stole the words right out of my mouth. I think we're just going to overclock this guy. Make our lives easier. Priority splitters, you're fixed too. There you go. If it works, it works. If it works, it works. Alright, let's go up. This we are going to have to upgrade our belts, though. Alright, let's do a quick upgrade sesh. Oh, that's not important anymore, actually. Right, and now we're gonna go E4, 2 up, 1 down, auto connect. That's definitely not what I was going for, but you know what? It looked cool. I'll hand it to you. It was kind of cool. Alright, so auto connect, everything should just fall right back into place. We need that for the belt speeds, though. In there, and that in there, and in there. In terms of steel pipes being made, what are we actually making? 37.5, 32.5, that's under 400. Good to go. And then we're just gonna overflow from out there. Let's go here. In total, we are making 360. Nice. Pretty good. And if we can do 2.5 per level, we've got to do 7.5. So that's technically really only like 3 levels because we're overclocking these. And turn it on. I think that auto connected on its own. It did. This is also going to need to be upgraded, I think. Maybe not. I'm just going to do it anyway. None of that matters. It's so irrelevant. That's fine. Those will have to be upgraded though. So will that, and we're gonna have to add a second line coming in. Hey, nice. The good news is we don't have to change anything here because these two numbers combined are still under 480, which means this line is totally fine, and everything else that we're making can basically go straight on, out, and over. Lovely. Okay. Over here, we can set up a smart splitter. I don't need to be doing this, but we're doing it, so. enough. Completely unnecessary. I think it makes the most sense to add it down here. And I'll just spread out that other line. And then we can take them out and over. Okay. So that's that. Let's make a bunch of new levels and get this place running. Now I do have walls built in here, so we are gonna have to kind of fix those. Let's see, so that should be fine. 125, 75, yeah, that's all well and good. Then we go here, we go down and in, and everything lines up. Start taking out wall segments that we don't need. I think technically we could build in there, but I think I'll just close this whole section in. Cool. Yeah, I grabbed a bunch of the unlocks at the start of the stream today. I was like, oh yeah, I need to be doing this. I keep forgetting about that. It too. Alright, I think this is good. Get rid of that. That'll have blanks. Get rid of those. That one goes there. Technically, these guys will be here. I'm trying to think, because I don't really have a plan for that. I think I'm just building over it, right? Yeah. Alright. I mean, it is what it is. What are you going to do? So, let's get rid of that one. Dude, I do that all the time. It's so annoying. I literally have a massive glass, too, of Pepsi that I grabbed on my break, and I just haven't touched it. I completely know what you mean. It's very funny, though. I'm laughing with you, I promise. Let's see. So we go here. That will form our corner. Out, I guess that stuff. Probably should. I think I have just a... Nope. Oh, there we go. Cool. We like it, we love it. And then corner. Something like that. Well, something like that, not quite like that. Try again. Progress. Progress. We need power in here. We could also link this up on this level. I think that's not a bad idea. Just have some redundant connections, and then it's all well and good. I'm gonna try and do this as I go instead of leaving a massive building project for myself later. So that's good. Let's get power underneath and get this level working. 360, and you're level 2 of 3. Let's grab that and that. And down here. Feels good. Alright, so that's 5. And then we need to do one more, and then it's not going to get fully overclocked, it'll get just the partial. So here we're just going to say 220% instead. We are auto-connected together. And sign it up. Cool. All right. So down here. That all moving, and this guy. So that's going to take a while to kick on. That's fine. It may never actually for now, because concrete's going to be an issue. And I think I have to do our foundries as well. Because, yeah, I think we're only making the 1 rows where we are. Lots to do here, actually. There's a pretty good amount of scaling up here, which is not bad. Let's see. So over here, oh, something's not working. There we go. Okay. What I'm kind of leaning towards is walling in a lot of this, just to make it a little easier to kind of build in the final portions here. There's that double blank. That, and then do one like that. Okay, I'll probably do that down below as well. And then top. What I think kind of makes sense is if we come off. Well, actually, let's see. Give me this. out. Should be there. That looks good. That looks good. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of scaling up. I'm not even doing concrete yet because I'm just going to try and focus on this place first, and then we can do concrete after. So here, this is actually all going to come out. We're going to add in more walkway areas. Maybe, if I can. Let's see. There it is. Gotta aim real high up. And I think this one's just gonna wrap out and around. Yeah, because the connection's just like a little weird otherwise. I don't think we have to scale these up, but we might. Okay, so you... Let's do that and that, and then... We can go... Double? Oh, I'm missing steel. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we are close. We could just go get some. I don't think there's any, aside from the couple of foundries that we have here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. Let's just go grab some more. I don't think I need anything else terribly. Seem kind of okay. How are we doing on time? I don't even know what time it is. We're good. Nice. Alright, soda break. Make sure I go to the base. Alright. We do have to keep an eye on the train situation though, because I do need to get modular engines running. So maybe we just get the train running, and then the 2 cars we don't need, we just hook up with awesome sinks to kind of make that keep running, because otherwise they'll just backlog with stuff. Here, a little bit more. That, do that, that. Okay, how are we doing on power shards? Oh, that's not good. We only have 83 left. That's we are burning through them. Jeez. Noted. So let's see. We could quickly get this train running. I wouldn't mind that. We should be able to before we go back to working on our upgrades. So we want to go auto connect, we want outbound. Let's keep it close. Alright, so everything here except for the Oh no, everything here gets unloaded. Yeah. Because we'll have steel pipes, modular engines, automated wiring is here. And then we have concrete in this last one. Alright, so just give me a little bit more space. Keep this real simple. Alright, so steel and concrete are just gonna get sunk. Nothing too crazy, and then let's just drop a line in for our modular engines. I would use that, but I don't think we really are at that point. We gotta get over there. It's a little bit far. Yeah, I think we just build a just a quick belt. So I really don't want those to stall, and I'm not gonna have. I don't have the time to build a whole nice dedicated one yet. What's up? Have you tried to make the fuel that takes rocket fuel and power shards? Oh, the ionized fuel. Not in this playthrough. We don't even have it unlocked. And I don't think I've actually tried to make it yet. It's pretty complicated. And usually by that point I don't need much more power, so. But maybe this playthrough. Have you tried making it? I haven't. Beyond rocket fuel, I don't think I've done much toying around. We did nuclear last time, though. Built our first big nuclear plant. That was cool. A little stressful. It was cool. Well, you want to? Nice. Yeah, I haven't yet, so. Just because you literally have to get like power shards automated, which I don't even think I've done that, to be completely honest with you. Like I managed to beat the game several times over without having to do any of that. But I always restart, so. How would I have power shards all the time? There's only so many slugs. Yeah, so this is like end game tech that you can get, but in the ma'am. You're gonna go into alien technology, and if you scroll down here, you got the power augmenter next to the summer sloops, and I believe here is where you will get the ability to unlock power shards and automate them. I think. Oh no, sorry, it's in power slugs. I was wrong. So yeah, synthetic power shards. These are craftable. And they take like time crystals and some other stuff, and you can make them. The only downside is you can't sync them. So if you have too many, they're just gonna build up. Like you can't sync power shards, so that's why you have to be able to turn them into that other fuel type, which is in here. So it's like kind of a little awkward, you know, and just hasn't been something that I've been super willing to try just yet, but at some point, maybe in the 100x playthrough we'll be so desperate for power that we just need to make it happen. Who knows? Alright, so you can judge me for that, but it's fine, it works. It's gonna get us going. Just gonna grab a ladder here. Oh yeah, I can just do that now. That's so great. And let's go up. Alright, so the train in its current form, we need to have its logic set up. No automated wiring coming in, so we don't need to worry about that. If we tell it to wait until it's full, it's going to wait until these cars fill up, so we can't use that logic right now without causing problems. So we may have to do a little bit of math. Stuff's never going to load evenly, per se, because it's all different quantities and different numbers. So what I think we're going to do... Did I pick up the train? I must have picked up the train. Okay. Well, you know what? That's kind of fine. So unload for all of these. We're gonna say, let's just call this home for now because we only have 2 stations. And can I change the name? No, I have to be at the train station, right? Okay. So we're gonna say start there, start at Sumi. 1 full load has been completed, and you've waited for I don't know how long. 60 seconds. That's fine. Save, and then you're gonna come here, and you are fully unloaded. Or you have waited 2 minutes. Whichever one comes first. Save. And then once we have that stop built in, we can get that one going. But I think that's good. Or no, you know what? If I do this, it's gonna... It should be fine. Because if it's unloading, as long as it's empty, it's good to go. Yeah, but if it's loading and there's nothing to load, it will just permanently say that it can never fill up and be good to go. All right. I think we're gonna take a little train ride and just confirm that this works. And then if this is running, we can catch a ride back. See how we I do kind of wish that if you added more locomotives, like you could get a little more speed or something like that. Would be cool. Or like in Factorio, where you can get like nuclear powered trains and stuff. Like screaming across the map. I do like that. Though. This is good. Feels good. The first train. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've had our trains running. Man, that's crazy looking. I love this factory. Little bump rounds. I just realized that I flipped around things. Should be fine. We'll have to swap some outputs. Oh yeah, you don't have anything. You're an unload spot, yes. Okay, so currently the way I have it set up is backwards, because when this train pulls back in, this will be the front, which means the one that I think was steel pipes is actually our high-speed connectors and would actually be our concrete. And then, yeah, so that's fine. So skip that, because you're just going to sit there, because you're not fully loaded. Now we're going. I'll have to just turn off. Oh yeah, and you're not using the right side of the track because we don't have signals to tell you which side of the track to use. That's fine. Nobody else is coming, so it doesn't matter. That's all. Nice. Okay, so we got some stuff. We're coming back, which is good. And then, yeah, we'll have to stop the train, because currently, the way I have it set up, the modular engines will immediately get dumped into a sink, which is not very good. But that is why we check stuff, because I'm very good at making mistakes. Alright, so we want to go over there, but yeah, in the future, what I think we'll do is if this becomes the rail yard, we'll have trains output out this way, and then they'll be able to, like, work their way back onto the line without crossing over all the stuff on the inbound lane. Yeah, we definitely need signals going. Alright, so this is steel pipes, that is modular engines. Which means that, actually that one was fine. And this guy. That's automated wiring then, right? Yeah, and that'll be our concrete. And then on the way out, that'll be high-speed connectors. Okay. Nice. All right, man. All good. Have a good night. It was great seeing you. Great chatting. Thanks for coming by, and hope to see you soon. All right. I think we did it though. Let's turn this guy back. Let's see where we're at. We got good. We got good. We got good. Well, those don't look very good. There they are. Heck yeah, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Alright, that's looking good. Off they go. Off they go. Obviously those two numbers are very different, so hopefully that can keep up. We might need another awesome sync, I'll be real. That just to make sure that that really gets moving, because it's 6,000. What am I trying to do? Why is that not working? Wait, 6,000 divided by 480. Oh, 12.5. Okay, I must have had a weird thing there. So yeah, 12.5 minutes. The train will definitely be back before that. But hopefully once it clears off the bulk of the steel that's all backed up, we should be in pretty good shape. Yeah, like this is already almost empty. Modular engines are ticking up. Very good. Awesome. Okay. I think that's really all we got to worry about. So let's get back and try and do a little more work on these factories. Got a few more minutes here. All right. Should I get signals? Maybe. We'll see. All right, we got to keep an eye too and make sure the train actually comes back. I'm notoriously good at doing stuff like that and getting them kind of stuck with the logic that I set. So we'll just try and keep on top of that. Let me get 2 of you. So I gotta go here anyway. I need another 200. And as long as I put down like a signal, it will basically define which sides it can and cannot go on.
Milestone reached. Train signals placed on train rails can control and improve train behavior. This helps to avoid events where multiple trains attempt to occupy the same physical location.
That is an event.
For information related to earlier train events, please refer to your employee non-disclosure agreement.
I feel like those lines should be doing something and they're not. Events. Yeah, right. I'm glad I wasn't the only one that found that very funny. There. Oh, that actually looks really good. Inadvertently, it looks fantastic. I don't need those. I only need literally just that one. Oh, here he is. Alright, yeah, so he's gonna chill for a bit until that unloads. You... can wait here a little bit longer. Train! And here, I think you can wait a little bit longer. Okay. Oh, it actually emptied out? Oh, wow. Wait, how much can this hold? Oh, shit. Where are you going, bro? Okay, I guess I need 2 block signals in here. Trains, man. I think that will be fine. I don't even know if I technically need this one here. Now that we have one on... yeah. That should do it. It should run on the right sides now. Okay. Back we go. So, what makes sense to do? We have to scale up our steel production, we have to scale up our concrete production, and then we have to get that all into a train. So what I think we are gonna do... How much time do we have? This is kind of the biggest thing. Slowly, less and less as time goes on. Crazy how that works out. I'll keep going here just because that's kind of already where I'm at in terms of started working on things. So we may as well just keep doing that. Alright, let's get up top here and see what other parts we gotta build out. Okay, and then corner. Was I building the right corners in all these? Nope. Okay. Did this, I guess this goes over? I don't know. No, I didn't do it over there. Maybe I should have. No, whatever. I think that's fine. Okay, so we're good here, we're good here. We've got that built. We've got... room for this stuff. Is that a wall? Yeah, that's why that's not there. Okay. Take it back. Take it back. Yeah, okay. Let's do that guy. Appreciate that the Z fighting at least goes away when you get closer to it, it seems. I don't know if that's a recent change or maybe I'm just getting lucky. Alright, so we want the double. And then a single. And then... single. Oh. Make sure we get all these in the right spot. I will have to probably go around and just check things once we're done here. I'm sure I'll miss a couple of things here and there, but we will live. Let's just go to default. Okay, feeling good, feeling good. Over here, lots of lag on that one. Okay, we're just gonna fill in this one. Just a nice big old blank. And another one. All right. So here, yeah, we don't need to worry about building the walkways where we're never gonna walk. Right. It does look a little weird, I will admit. But I think it's okay. You wouldn't have a real building like that, but with nothing under the corner. But this isn't a real building, so it doesn't actually really matter. Crazy how that works. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do on the end caps there. I still haven't really... I don't think I've decided, and I think that's why they're just left alone like that. Alright, that gets that all covered, and then I think that's it for the stuff we were working on. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Nothing down below that we're missing. Is that off? That corner? Yep. Okay, fix that. Oops. Okay, so you, and then in. Alright, let's see. Couple minutes left. How's the train doing? It's still over there. I like what I'm seeing though. Alright, so we're going from what to what in terms of steel production? I have no idea. Cool. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm making 270 iron ingots. Yep. Okay, which means that's a weird number, but it's fine because I can just pull the last one off the row and make two. Yeah, making two levels of 360 or a total of 720. So let's kind of start mapping that out. Alright, and we work our way back. So all that's gotta go. Did I leave myself a little doorway? I should have. Right. This all has to be upgraded, actually. This whole thing. Yep. And that means this one. Oh no, that one's good. That one's not. Okay, interesting. I must have upgraded this one. Oh, that's probably why the sign isn't there. Yeah. Alright, so let's break that. Oh, these were... Oh, yeah. I was literally, like, coming up with the designs for this place as we built it. So you're all good. Take that out. That belt's fine. That's also fine. Yeah, let's just update these to the new blueprints. Those two being there are fine. Take out those beams. Take out those beams. And that guy should... Okay. So, I'm gonna take this one. Okay. Oh. Should be like that, which means that one of those shouldn't be there. Oh god, what did I just do? Oh, I knew built too. Okay, nice. Yeah, let's take that out. Let's take these out. And we're gonna say... Now making 480. If we can do... How many can we fit here now? 4 in a level? 6 still? Something's off. I built something off. What did I build off? Oh, that's got to go back a lot. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. This is, I guess, where we were running a lot of our power, which is good to know. Okay, yeah, so I can fit 2 more, which I guess we will do. Go. Alright, so if we've got 6 on a level, that's 180. If we do another one, that's 360. That guy's a blank, so that's fine. We'll take that out, and then we just have to do another set of 4, so we save a level by doing it this way, which isn't bad. So we'll do 1 of 3. This is gonna be 480. Copy, and let's get power. I gotta get this one down there. go. All right. So things are humming once again. Very good. Let's go build another level. Thankfully, we already have walls for this one, so we just have to add walls for the final edition. And then that'll probably do it for us today. That was weird. Is this off? No. There we go. Okay. Alrighty, and then we go here and down. Oh. Go. And over here. Oh, and I didn't do that down below. I'll have to hit that on the last go around. And up top, all we have to do is build one of these. And one of these. Whee! Alright, so we're just going to close this one in. And then I think that'll kind of be good for today. Wait, could I have done that? Uh-oh. Oop. Oh yeah, that was good. Okay. Cool. Ooh, and just a few more around. Nope, that's off too. They're always off by like the smallest amount. It's probably all the beams or something. Those usually cause alignment issues. Okay. Not bad. And then we just got to do a single. And close this part. Oh yeah, and single truss. Gotta remember to do those on the inside corners. Alright, cool. So I think that's really it for this portion of the factory at least. And we like having the redundant connections. Let's take that, go down. And then we just have to throw that. Alright, cool. So those are working, those are working. Get these last couple of smelters hooked up. And that's really all there is to it for this one. And then obviously we have to hook up our steel portion, which we could probably do real quick. Okay, so let's see. Are we all good in terms of belts down here? Did I get everything? Those are already marked 4s. I upgraded all of that, so we're good. I do have to connect you back up to the iron belt here. I guess I got rid of that on this one. Okay, I think I know what I did here. So if we go straight in here and straight in there, I should just be able to put a merger or a lift. Sweet. Okay. That's wonderful. And then over here, we want to take out this guy. That's actually backwards. Oh, no, I just never actually fixed that. Okay, we'll deal with that later, that's fine. Now, up top, we're just going to add another row of 6 foundries. Thankfully, this is all pretty much good to go. Oh, those aren't upgraded, huh? Okay, we're just going to pull all of that out. Oh, these are super old blueprints, too. It's definitely good to just clear this stuff out and just build it in with the updated versions. So here. We're gonna have to redo that one. AFK for a little bit, all good. Currently we are over in the Versatile Frameworks factory, and I'm just trying to scale up the iron and steel ingot production, because we need to double what we're currently making, and basically start making a whole lot more steel so we can make a bunch of pipes so we can send it over to the new area, which is the old area, but you know what I mean. I've just been kind of, oh yeah, that one, yeah, we took care of that a while. That was fine. I just crammed them in there, and I took your idea of overclocking them. So instead of building 1 per level, it was technically like building 2.5. So it kind of worked out for us in the end. We were able to see it through. And yeah, now we got to do this, guys. So this we don't want to merge because I'd rather just have 2 lines of 360. Yeah, yeah. So far, so good. So far, so good. Okay, so those are there, those are there. Oh, you don't have recipes, right? Yeah. That one, and then let's go do the next level, and then when we come back, all we'll have to do is upgrade our concrete, which is probably going to be a little bit of an undertaking if I'm being honest, because it's wet concrete, and I'm pretty sure 2 of our nodes are like kind of inland a bit, so we might have to get a little creative with that one. Okay, so that all good, and let's drop in our lift, elevator, whatever you call it, thing. And we're gonna drop the power, which also means I'm gonna have to swap out the... Hello? Okay. Guess that one doesn't want to get got. We're gonna have to take out those walls though, of course. I didn't connect the power up there though. Kinda wish you could like lower the intensity of the flashlight. I know that's a very weird request, but sometimes it's like a little too bright, but without it, it's like too dark. You know what I mean? I need a happy middle ground. Okay, so iron's ripping. How are we doing on coal? I think there's definitely a Mark III lift in here somewhere that I missed. Hello. I thought so. Okay, much better. Alright, so now what we should have are 2 lines of 360. We can take this one off because if we upgrade this to better belts, we will just rebuild the whole thing. And I can just take this one down to kind of wherever we need it. Sometimes it's like, nope, you can't connect the belt to that. And the weirdest, like, why can't I? Wait. What's going on? Why am I not able to put a belt there? Okay, thank you. Wait. So yeah, these guys are obviously not gonna be there. Building a lot of walls and then tearing them out. What else is new? Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, we almost just died there. That would have been would have been unpleasant. Do I have... Yeah. Let's just go ahead and do that real quick. Don't mind me. Maybe from down below? Yeah. That would have been a fun way to end the stream. Alright, so the walls will actually go here. And... this will all get placed. Yeah, out to there. Yep. And just keep working our way around until we've got it back built in. Yeah, I think once we have hover packs and stuff, this kind of building is going to become a lot easier. And ideally a lot faster as well. Okay, and then we go single. All right, nice. Let's take a quick look, and then I think we are in good shape. Careful, yeah. Oh, sorry to see. My goal for today is to not let your ADHD distract you from getting your second hub built. Nice. Get those resources bust in. And a turbo fuel plant? Oh, you got some aspirations there, my friend. I respect it. I always find myself doing that. I'll be like typing out the description. I'll be like, we're gonna do this and this and this and this and this, and then I'm like, hold up. Reel it in, buddy. I'm like, we're not doing all that in the stream. That is not happening. Awesome, though. That looks really nice. I wish you all the best on your hub build. I'm sure you got it done. You'll be in good shape. Cool. All right, that looks pretty nice. I think I am content. That looks sick. I appreciate that. Thank you. I agree. I love this this look. I really want to start building walls more around our factories because they do look really cool. So maybe that'll be a cyan at night stream. We'll just do like a bunch of building. That would actually be great. That would be a great time to do some cyan at night. Or cyan after dark. Did I get the train running? What's up, bro? Yes, we did. We did. Where's the train right now? Is it on the move? It is. It's heading back to the factory. Let's see. Give you a quick peek. You can see the train line right there. So I got the intersection built. I got it built all the way out to the factory. It is hooked up, bringing modular engines and steel pipes. We're just sinking the steel pipes. That would be so cool, cyan after dark. Yeah. I've been wanting to, and now I'm finally getting to the point where, like, at night, I'm not so exhausted, you know, because I'm not doing quite as much as I was before. We're still doing a lot, but, you know, not nearly the same. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to start doing that. Because, yeah, that would be fun, right? Just like some chill, just building and just kind of vibing out and like good stuff to sleep to kind of thing. I think it would be... I think it could be fun. I think it could be fun. Alright, so for now, I think we're pretty good. We got our stuff working. It is a little after 6, so I gotta go take care of some crazy cats and make some dinner. Let's see, is the train on his way back? No, he's probably gonna be a little bit. But let's go check out the station and see what. Wait, what? We chill? We chill. Oh yeah, we chill. Yeah, I think the Cyan After Dark would be like a lot more... Like, I'm already a pretty low-key person, but like it would be pretty chill. Probably longer stints without speaking and stuff like that. You should be a path signal, and you should be a lock signal. Okay, that's really it. Is the train moving yet? No, no train. But we are almost halfway-ish, kind of, to modular engines. We're doing pretty good. We're chugging along. I'm curious if steel is backed up or if it's been able to get a grip. Oh, and the train is on the way. Nice. All right, good. So let's see how we are doing over here. Okay, that's empty. Oh, that's empty. Nice. Okay, so he's fine. He's good. Well, I think we're going to post up right here. We will set ourselves up. Here comes the train. And I think if I switch to the stream ending screen, we should still be able to watch it. Sort of, kind of. There you go. All right, y'all. Thank you all so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. I know the schedule's still been a little all over the place, but we're getting back to it. We're getting back to the regularly scheduled programming, if you will. Yeah, good day today. I mean, the goal was trains. We did trains and a little bit more than that. So I feel pretty good. I am looking forward to getting more work done. We're plugging away at these elevator parts, and we will keep doing what we can. So yeah, you guys take care. You have a great night. Thank you again for hanging out and chatting. Here comes the train, right on cue. And in you go. Alrighty. Keep an eye out for maybe some Cyan After Dark tonight. Maybe we'll do just a little build in and chill and vibe out. So if I do it, I do it. If not, I'll catch you in the next one. And otherwise, take care, be good, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.